My wife Amy and I are reading a book right now called The Meaning of Marriage by a man named Keller. Our Marriage Builders class this past Sunday is based on the 5th chapter of that book. I encourage you to go get a copy if you don't already have one. But in the book, he presents to us this visual, and I want to share it with you because I think it's profound. He says, think of an old bridge over a stream. Now imagine that there are structural defects in that bridge that are very hard to see. There may be hairline fractures that a very close inspection would reveal, but to the naked eye, there's nothing wrong. But now, see a 10-ton Mack truck drive into the bridge. What will happen? The pressure from the weight of the truck will open those hairline fractures so that they can be seen. The structural defects will be exposed for all to see because of the strain that the truck puts on the bridge. Suddenly, you can see where all the flaws are. The truck didn't create the weaknesses, it revealed them. Now, when you get married, your spouse is a big Mack truck driving through your heart. Marriage will bring out the worst in you. It does not create your weaknesses, although you may blame your spouse for your blow-ups. It reveals them. See, it is an impossibility to marry the right person. And the reason is because there are no two people who are compatible. They don't exist, right? The reality of sin, the inevitability of change makes it so. Stanley Harwell, a professor of ethics at Duke University, famously made this point, and I love this. It's one of my favorite statements about marriage, really. He says, we never know whom we marry, we just think we do. Or even if we do marry the right person, just give it a while and he or she will change. For marriage, being the enormous thing that it is, means that we are not the same person after we've entered it. And so the primary problem is learning how to love and care for the stranger to whom you find yourself married. See, marriage brings you two human beings into closer contact than any other relationship can bring them. The merged life of marriage brings you into the closest, most inescapable contact with another person possible. And that means that not only will you see each other close up, but you're forced to deal with the flaws and the sins of one another. See, there's this worldview that is prevalent in our culture right now. It is a view that our spouse married us to make us happy. But what I want to suggest to you today is that happiness is only a possible byproduct of the real reason you got married. Marriage is not so much about God making you happy as much as it's about God using it and your spouse to make you holy. The biblical way to look at your marriage, think about this, the biblical way to look at your marriage is to understand that you were joined together to grow out of your sins and your flaws into the person God created you to be. So what are the tools for this work? I mean, how do we help each other along in this process? Stay tuned as we submit a few more of these videos throughout the week to recapitulate Marriage Builders further. God bless you.